Daniel Meadows, born 1952, is an English photographer turned maker of digital stories, and a teacher of photography turned teacher of participatory media. Life and career as photographer. Meadows was born in Great Washbourne, Gloucestershire, in the middle of nowhere on the edge of the Cotswolds, on the 28th of January 1952. Both of his parents had Suffolk origins. His father was a land agent for the Dumbleton estate, in which the family lived. His mother developed multiple sclerosis when Daniel was young, and this gradually became more acute. He spent his early years without television, with Peter Fraser, Brian Griffin, Charlie Meacham and Martin Parr. Meadows studied at Manchester Polytechnic. Meadows' 1972 series June Street was a collaboration with Parr. While a student, he was particularly inspired by a lecture by Bill J., editor of Creative Camera and Album, and an exhibition at the Hayward Gallery of work by Bill Brandt. Meadows was living in the Moss Side area of Manchester during term time, and was aware of its impending demolition. With its many small shops, Moss Side might, he thought, support a picture shop. So he rented a barber's on Green Street from January 1972, inviting people to come into the free photographic shop to have their photographs taken for no charge. 2 months later he had run out of money and had to close, but had gained useful experience. Inspired by what Bill J. had said about Benjamin Stone's travel around Britain by horse-drawn caravan, Meadows thought of a mobile version of the Green Street studio. The Cliff Richard film Summer Holiday suggested a solution. He worked at Butlin's holiday camp at Filey during summer 1972 to pay for the publicity materials, with which he hoped to get Arts Council and other funding for the purchase and 1 year's use of a double-decker bus. He succeeded, and for 14 months from September 1973 travelled around England in the free photographic omnibus, a 1947 Leyland PD1 bus whose seats had been removed to make space for a darkroom and living quarters. Its windows were used as the gallery. Meadows took this to 20 or more towns. Some of this work was published in Meadows' first book, Living Like This, 1975, which combined Meadows' photographs and text with first-person accounts of those he had talked with. Among the photographs of this series is Portsmouth, John Payne, aged 12, with 2 friends and his pigeon, Checker, the 26th of April 1974. Payne, holding his pigeon in the center of the photograph, told Meadows that he caught and bred pigeons. Paul Cabot writes that the photograph, like many other photographs in the exhibition, No Such Thing as Society, offers a window on a lost world, one that is difficult to perceive without considerable culturally specific contextualization. Meadows' photograph is, however, a masterstroke in providing clues about the life and times of those recorded through his lens. The boys became the subject, although the pigeon had been the vehicle for this particular engagement. In offering up their pigeon, the photograph was taken at their request. We enter a world of friendship and pride. The social activities on a working-class housing estate, with its echo of Ken Loach's film Kess. The photograph was widely reproduced. It was the cover photograph of the 1975 Arts Council anthology British Image 1 and the photograph on the poster for and catalogue of the 2008 Travelling Hayward exhibition No Such Thing as Society. Meadows went on to photograph the northwest of England and factory records in the 1970s and in the 1980s to study the people of a middle-class London suburb, Bromley. Although not specified at the time, the latter published his Nattering in Paradise. His photographic archive is in the process of being acquired by the Library of Birmingham. Career as teacher and digital storyteller. Meadows became interested in teaching while photographing in Lancashire in the 1970s. In 1983, David Hearn invited him to help teach the documentary photography course at Newport College of Art and Design. From 1994, he has taught at Cardiff School of Journalism, Media and Cultural Studies. His students there have included Tim Hetherington. In the 1990s, he led photojournalism workshops for the Reuters Foundation, the British Council, and other organizations in Europe and the Indian subcontinent. Meadows' interest in participatory media was greatly influenced by Ivan Illich's ideas as presented in Tools for Conviviality, and his interest in digital storytelling influenced by, successively, Pedro Mayer's I Photograph to Remember, Mayer's Zone Zero website, and the Next Exit website of Dana Atchley of the Center for Digital Storytelling, CDs. At UCB, Meadows taught an undergraduate course titled Digital Storytelling and Photography, and also contemplated ways of adding digital storytelling to the website he was building about the free photographic omnibus and the later lives of the people this had depicted. Meadows corresponded with Dana Atchley and arranged to attend one of the boot camps held by Atchley, Joe Lambert and Nina Mullen. Atchley was too ill to appear, but at the camp and a subsequent event at Ben Lomond he learned and exchanged ideas. From 2001 to 2006, Meadows was creative director of Capture Wales, a BBC Wales project. Quote, he accomplished an innovative reworking of the Californian CDs model, adapting it to the media ecology of UK public broadcasting. Since this time, Meadows has also lectured widely about digital storytelling, selected exhibitions, solo exhibitions, the Free Photographic Omnibus, Museum of Modern Art, Oxford, 1974, Living Like This, Institute of Contemporary Arts, London, 1975, to coincide with publication of Meadows' book Living Like This. Shuttles, Steam and Soot, a cotton mill in Lancashire. Half Moon Gallery, London, 1978. Daniel Meadows, Upper Mill Photographic Gallery, Oldham, 1981. Suburbia, The Photographers Gallery, London, 1987. National Portraits, Photographs from the 1970s. Viewpoint Photography Gallery, Salford. Montage Gallery, Derby, 1997. National Portraits, Now and Then, Irish Gallery of Photography, Dublin, 2000. Now and Then, Photo Fusion Gallery, Brixton, London, 2001. Daniel Meadows, Early Photographic Works, National Media Museum, Bradford, 2011-2012. Photo Gallery, Penarth, 2012. The Gallery, Library of Birmingham, 2014. London College of Communication, London, 2015. Joint and group exhibitions. Photographs of Butlins Filey, Impressions Gallery, York, 1972. With Martin Parr, Photographs of Butlins in Filey. Serpentine Photography 73. Serpentine Gallery, London, 1973. Curated by Peter Turner. The Other Britain, National Theatre, London, and touring in Britain, 1982. Look at Me. Mode and Photography in Groote Britannia 1960-1998. Curated by Brett Rogers and Val Williams. Kunsthal, Rotterdam, 1998. How We Are. Photographing Britain from the 1840s to the present. Curated by Val Williams and Susan Bright. Tate Britain, London, 2007. The British Are Coming. Stephen Bolger Gallery, Toronto, 2007. With Chris Coakin and Tony Ray Jones. No Such Thing as Society. Curated by David Allen Meller. Aberystwyth Arts Centre, 2008. Tully House, Carlisle. Ujargedau Castle, Warsaw, 2008 to 2010. Projections of Reality. Red October. Moscow. 2010. Meadows contributed The Photobus. The Other Britain Revisited. Photographs from New Society. Victoria and Albert Museum. London. 2010. Cameras in the Community. Photo Now. Plymouth Arts Centre. 2010. With Camper Obscura. Laundrette Residencies and Southwest Graduate Photography Prize. A Record of England. Mac. Birmingham. 2011. With Homer Sykes. Permanent Collections. Victoria and Albert Museum. London. Birmingham Central Library. Thereafter Library of Birmingham. Daniel Meadows' archive. Publications. Books of work by Meadows. Daniel Meadows. Living Like This. Around Britain in the 70s. London. Arrow. 1975. ISBN 0-09-911400-3. Daniel Meadows. Nattering in Paradise. A Word from the Suburbs. London. Simon & Schuster. 1988. ISBN 0-671-69890-7. With Sarah Tibbets. Daniel Meadows. Set Pieces. Being About Film Stills Mostly. London. BFI. 1993. ISBN 0-85170-389-5. ISBN 0-85170-390-9. Daniel Meadows. National Portraits. Photographs from the 1970s. Edited by Val Williams. Salford. Viewpoint Photography Gallery. Derby. Montage Gallery. 1997. ISBN 0-901952-818. Daniel Meadows. The Bus. The Free Photographic Omnibus. 1973 to 2001. An Adventure in Documentary. London. Harville. 2001. ISBN 1-86046-842-X. Val Williams. Daniel Meadows. Edited photographs from the 70s and 80s. Brighton. PhotoWorks. 2011. ISBN 1-90379646-6. Zines of work by Meadows. Stockport Gypsies 1971. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. First in a series of 8 zines by Meadows. Edition of 200 copies. Bancroft Shed Weaving 1976. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Bancroft Shed Engine House 1976. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Well Done Boiler Fluids 1976 1977. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Steeplejack 1976. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Pig Killing 1975 1976. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Welfare State International 1976 to 1983. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. Clayton Ward 1978. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 200 copies. 8 Stories. Southport. Café Royal. 2015. Edition of 50 copies. Box set with 8 Café Royal publications and a DVD of short films corresponding to each book. The Shop on Green Street 1972. Southport. Café Royal. 2016. Edition of 250 copies. Other appearances. British Image 1. Photographs by Homer Sykes. Claire Schwab. John Myers. Daniel Meadows. Bryn Campbell. Roslyn Banish. Ian Dobby. And Paul Carter. London. Arts Council of Great Britain. 1975. Meadows, the free photographic omnibus, appears on pp. 38-49. Julian Bream, A Life on the Road. London. MacDonald. 1982. ISBN 0-356-07880-9. About the Lutonist Julian Bream. Text by Tony Palmer. Photographs by Meadows. God in Wales Today. Religion in a Cathedral Town. The Newport Survey 6. Newport. Gwent College of Higher Education. 1986. ISBN 0-9507317-5-7. Edited by Meadows. Education. The 5 R's. Reading. Writing. Arithmetic. Right. Wrong. A photographic survey of education in Newport. The Newport Survey 8. Newport. Gwent College of Higher Education. 1988. ISBN 0-9507317-7-3. Edited by Meadows. Look at Me. Fashion and Photography in Britain 1960 to the Present. A touring exhibition curated by Brett Rogers and Val Williams. London. British Council. 1998. ISBN 0-863553893. Love Stories. Granta 68. New York. Granta. 1999. ISBN 0-964561182. Ed. Ian Jack. Includes Then and Now by Meadows. How We Are. Photographing Britain from the 1840s to the Present. Ed. Val Williams and Susan Bright. London. Tate Publishing. 2007. ISBN 978185437-714-2. No Such Thing as Society. Photography in Britain 1967 to 1987. From the British Council and the Arts Council Collection. By David Allen Mellor. London. Hayward Publishing. 2007. ISBN 978185332-2655. Awards. BAFTA Cymru Award. 2002. For Capture Wales. Honorary Fellowship of the Royal Photographic Society. 2008. Notes. References. External links. Daniel Meadows site. Daniel Meadows at the Wayback Machine. Archived 4 October 2012. At the Cardiff School of Journalism, Media and Cultural Studies. Capture Wales. Original site with videos in real media format. Newer site with videos in flash format. Together with other material. Frost, Thomas, Joy Division and Daniel Meadows, at the Wayback Machine. Archived 12 December 2010. For authorrecord.com. Meadows, Daniel. Introduction to Digital Storytelling. BBC Wales. Meadows, Daniel. Lisa Heled and Carmen Evans. How Public Broadcasting Serves the Public Interest in the Digital Age. PDF. Transcript of a paper presented to the Australian Centre for the Moving Image on 5 February 2006. Steele, Heather Louise. Cameras. Joy Division and a double-decker bus. At the Wayback Machine. Archived 27 August 2011. Snapshots and snippets. 12 November 2009.